Hello students, in previous videos we have studied first law of thermodynamics. Now we are going to discuss applications of first law of thermodynamics on different thermodynamic processes. First, isolated system. In first video I told that if a system has no interaction, no relation with any other system, the system is called isolated system. Very obviously, if system has no relation with any other system, there is no possibility of transfer of heat between the two systems and no possibility of work done by one system on other system. So heat supplied is equal to 0, work done is equal to 0. First law of thermodynamics is Q is equal to delta U plus W. Q 0, W is equal to 0. Therefore, delta U is equal to 0. Means there is no change in internal energy in isolated system. Second is cyclic process. This process we have already studied in previous video. A system starts from one initial state, passes from different states and finally returns to initial state. That process is called cyclic process. Internal energy is point dependent function. Internal energy is point dependent function. Means if initial and final points or states are same, there is no change in internal energy. I repeat, if initial and final states are same, there is no change in internal energy. So in cyclic process, delta U is equal to 0. Now this is first law of thermodynamics. If delta U is equal to 0, Q is equal to W, means total heat supplied is converted into work. In cyclic process, heat supplied is converted into work. Third is isobaric process. Isobaric process is the process in which pressure remains constant. There are many examples of isobaric process. For example, if water is boiling in open vessel, then water is converted into steam at constant pressure, and that constant pressure is atmospheric pressure. So process is taking place at constant pressure. So it is an example of isobaric process. Similarly, if a cube of ice is melting in open, again pressure is constant. So it is another example of isobaric process. In isobaric process, heat supplied is not equal to 0, because if you take example of boiling of water, very obviously heat must be supplied to boil water. So heat supplied is not equal to 0. Water is being converted into steam. So initial volume is volume of water and final volume is volume of steam, and both the volumes are different. Therefore, there is some change in volume also. And if volume is changing, then there must be some work done. So work done is also not equal to 0. So by first law of thermodynamics, change in internal energy is also not equal to 0. We take one example. Suppose water is at 100 degrees C, means at boiling temperature, and you have to convert this water into steam. So you will supply Q is equal to ml. This amount of heat must be supplied. Work done is equal to P delta V. Here pressure is atmospheric pressure if water is boiling in open. V as volume of steam, VW volume of water. Now put all these values in first law of thermodynamics. From here you get delta U is equal to ml minus p vs minus vw. So there is some change in internal energy. Students, new process is isochoric process. Isochoric process is the process in which volume remains constant. Suppose you are having a closed vessel. This vessel is heated and vessel is closed, so there is no possibility of change in volume. And if volume doesn't change, delta V is equal to 0 and W is equal to P delta V. If delta V is equal to 0, work done is equal to 0. So apply first law of thermodynamics. We conclude that Q is equal to delta U. That is, in isochoric process, heat supplied is converted into change in internal energy. Next is isothermal process. Isothermal process is the process in which temperature remains constant. This process follows Boyle's law. I suppose you are knowing that in Boyle's law, temperature remains constant. So isothermal process takes place following Boyle's law. And for gaseous system, internal energy is almost fully dependent on temperature. Therefore, internal energy remains constant. So students, listen to me once again. Isothermal process is the process in which temperature remains constant. Internal energy of gaseous system mainly depends on kinetic energy because molecular separation is high, so potential energy is quite negligible. So internal energy is mainly in the form of kinetic energy, and kinetic energy depends on temperature. In isothermal process, temperature remains constant, therefore internal energy remains constant. That is, change in internal energy is equal to 0. So delta U is equal to 0. Now apply this condition on first law of thermodynamics. Delta U is equal to 0, so Q is equal to W. Means in isothermal process, heat supplied is converted into work done. And the last one is adiabatic process. Adiabatic process means heat remains constant. Means there is no possibility of exchange of heat between system and surrounding. During the process, there is no heat transfer between system and surrounding. Such process is called adiabatic process. Q is heat supplied, and in adiabatic process, heat supplied is 0, so Q is equal to 0. Now apply this condition on first law of thermodynamics. We get delta U is equal to minus W. So change in internal energy is negative. It means if system is doing work and heat is not being supplied, it means system is doing work at the cost of its internal energy. System is doing work at the cost of internal energy. So internal energy decreases. And change in internal energy is final energy minus initial energy. Means final internal energy minus initial internal energy. Final internal energy is less because system has done some work. So change in internal energy is negative. These are different applications of first law of thermodynamics on different processes. Students, syllabus has been reduced because of pandemic. Some portions which are not very important or which you have studied in earlier classes, previous classes, have been removed. So it is a kind reminder to all the students that you study according to reduced syllabus. Students, you continuously watch videos. If you are finding any difficulty in any explanation or numerical, now you are having a school application and tab. Through that application, you can contact me and ask your doubts and questions. I will try to solve your problems. Best of luck, students. God bless you.